All right, let's do it to it. Oh, that's the wrong. That's the right one. Hello, everyone. Soul Commodore back at you again. After a couple of days, impromptu hiatus because I just needed to recover from all sorts of things going on. First and foremost, being the snow. Uh, man, doing all that shovel. There was a day I had to shovel 3 times, and I'm sure that's not anything new to a great number of you. Um, yeah, good to see you too. Good to see you too, Gage. But yeah, no, that was a lot of snow. So between recouping with that, I was running all around on the weekend, delivering art different places because I don't know what's going on this year, but um, in total, I now have had work in 6 different shows to start the year, and we're not even in February yet. A couple of the shows aren't going to be up until February, but still, like it's madness. um, and then I was doing a piece. I'll bring up the piece. Um, where is it? Um, Load for me, please. I updated you and everything. There we go. Um, so some of you may remember. Hey, thank you, Gage. I appreciate that. Um, some of you may remember from a little bit ago that, of course, my window capture is not working. Um, the wrong thing. That I submitted this piece into a local show. This piece amalgam. Um, oh my goodness! Can I please just move the screen? There we go. That's the piece there. Um, well, as it turns out, hmm, that piece won an award at that show. I received an honorable mention, which was pretty cool. Um, yeah, I was not expecting that at all. Um, so, that was pretty neat. It's pretty neat. I was the first person named too, so because they were like, the people who get named, please come up and accept your award and just tell us in a few words what your work's about and why you create what you do. Um, and then immediately they were like, TJ Brown with amalgam. And I was like, oh, okay, I have nothing prepared. So I had to kind of just go off the top of the dome, but it worked out. It worked out. Yeah, it was a pretty big surprise. But yeah, so that's that. But what we're doing today, um, in an effort to kind of be kind of like low key, kind of chill and all that, we're going to be doing some video editing because I have a big old video that I'm working on for the show that this piece that you're seeing on screen will be in. Anybody but myself. This is the video that I'm doing for that show, which is probably going to be titled Anybody But Myself. Um, as a matter of fact, I know that's going to be what the title is. So, oh yes, please, by all means, feel free to share, and then we'll get started on the video editing. But yeah, please, by all means, I love seeing what you were working on. All right, let's take a look at this. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Nice. That is dope. Is this like a background for like a D&D type of situation? Like type of quest, or is it uh a commission? Like look at that look at the texture on that stone. Man, oh man. You know me too well. Hey, well it looks dope. It looks absolutely dope. Look at those scrolls. I love this glass effect on this window. Fantastic work, Gage. Yo, you know what? Shout out to Gage for all this. Is the library your character grew up in? Nice, nice, very cool, very cool. All the color coded books too. That's nice. Oh, I love it. I love great background, like background scenes. Oh, yeah. And that glass work, that the glass stuff, it's tinted too. Look at that. Look at that. That detail. Um, but yeah, shout out to Gage for not only doing this, but also designing this hat. I remember to do the atmospheric thing, and it really, really helped. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, very well done. I love that. Very, very cool. Oop, wrong thing. There we go. Big round of applause. That's awesome. Awesome work. This version I thought was done for anyone who was like, "What's that mean?" Mm, fair, fair. Yeah, yeah. The light in the atmosphere really makes everything like bring it out. Yeah, this does look flat. Yeah, so good call with that. Yeah, it's so much warmer and brighter and gives it more depth. Yeah, very cool. Very cool. Well, congratulations, Gage. This is awesome. I This looks like you had a lot of fun making this. Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. All right, now let's see if this actually shows up. Um, I don't think it's going to, which means that I have to do yet another window capture. Unless I feel like it's the first thing I finished in ages. Hey, fair, fair. Hey, but that happens sometimes. I know how that feels. Yes, yes. All right. Let's. All right. Remove. Yes. Remove. Yes. I'm gonna have to create a new window capture because for whatever reason it's not showing up on the screen. Hello. Am I gonna have to put it over here? I hope not. Unless I have to do a display capture, which makes no sense because oh, that's not what I want. That's not what I want either. Let's go back to Cage's work. Yes, I was watching a video on a retrospective of Banjo Tooie. All right, where is this thing? All right, display capture. Let's move this back over here, and I'm gonna move OBS over here. Okay. Display capture. Parent monitor. There we go. But that's not how I want it to look. So we're gonna bring this down below everything. There we go. Okay. Display capture, we're gonna make this just a little bit bigger. And I'm gonna bring this in just so it's like that. There we go. Cool. All right. And I'm gonna delete this window capture. Wife is feeling better, a bit better every day. Still very tired, still very fatigued. Um, Still waiting on some follow-up appointments to see exactly what's going on, but she is feeling a lot better, thankfully. Um, well, a lot better than she was, relatively speaking, to when she was at her worst. But she is getting better day by day. Thank you for asking. And my dad's doing well. He is feeling better. Um, he I think he's through with his lung infection, so that's a big bonus, most definitely. Okay, now there is one more thing that I forgot to import, so we're just gonna do that real quick. To actually, just in case, because I don't want to spoil any upcoming art, I am going to just move to the game chat for this while I import this. It is. It is. It really is. But thankfully, everybody is on the mend, slowly but surely. But yeah, thank you for asking. I do appreciate it. There we go. That's the last thing I needed to import for now. All right. So now I can go back to the chat. There we go. Okay, so this is the anybody but myself video that I've been working on, and you'll notice there are no audio tracks just yet. That's partly what we're going to be doing. But basically, this film um, is going to be full of these little vignettes that look like just bad. Here, I'll play it. Um, like old VHS style. Um, and each single, each. I got to plug my laptop in. Oops. There we go. Each person who's speaking, their voice is going to be the backdrop is going to be this VHS. Now I'm gonna like make it more choppy and like an old VHS, like have some like static in there, tracking all that kind of stuff. Um, but that's going to be the background for each of these pieces, and there's 16 of them. But intercut are going to be like little snippets of like um, other bits of like traffic visuals. And I only know how to do those effects in OBS. Fair, fair. Um, yeah, this is Premiere Pro that I'm using. Um, don't ask me how I got it because it was a long time ago. Um, but yeah, all these different vignettes, and then in between these groups, I'm going to have actual like live action um, video of myself um, in different locations. Yo, Ellis, welcome on in. How you doing? Welcome on in. Good to see you. Yo, you know what? I gotta. I'm going to shout out Ellipse too, because if y'all don't know, and Ellipse, please feel free to promote yourself too. Like, put a link in the chat if you like. Ellipse does amazing. I'm talking about like much like Gage, amazing digital artwork, especially digital portraiture. Like, oh my goodness gracious. So shout out to Ellipse. Fantastic work. Well, I love your art and I appreciate you. And I appreciate Gage and love his art as well. Like, all y'all are amazing. Oh, so these voiceovers were done actually like months ago. I wrote up scripts. So I basically, all the stories that are told are stories about me, but I wanted different voices to read them so that it was a little bit more relatable than just me talking about all the different times that I've wished I was anybody but myself. My voice is in here too, but there's three other people. One of them's my sister, one of them's a friend of mine, and the other is a cousin of my wife's. So we all got together and did these, and yeah. So, but yeah, all these voices will be paired with one of these vignettes, and there's like a bunch of them, and they're going to be intercut with a video of myself, like in different locales, like just kind of just kind of artsy stuff, and that's going to be paired with music done by my two brothers. So, and some voiceover work, some incognito and voiceover work from like my dad. Um, so just talking, So it's family affair, at least from my side of the family. Um, the next project I do will involve probably more of my wife's side of the family. You know, streaming frequently and doing lots of painting. So fair. Oh, Elif. So this video is going to be part of my show, Anybody But Myself. It's actually titled Anybody But Myself, and basically there are going to be different stories told by voiceover actors. Myself, like I said, my sister, one of my friends, and the cousin of my wife's. Basically telling different stories of times in our lives, well, kind of, times in life where you wish you were anybody but yourself. So you wish you were anyone else. Um, and spoiler alert, all of these stories happen to me. All these stories are my own, but I didn't want my voice to be the only one coming through, because then it's like, well, this is just him, right? I wanted other voices in there so that people could relate a little bit better, you know. So you stream to keep yourself focused, fair. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start laying in um, some of the voiceover stuff and putting them, matching them with the video, and then we'll probably be able to edit like a few here or there, and get them down to the way that I want them. But that's the goal, is to just kind of pair things up and get them where they're supposed to be on the timeline. So with that, I am going to just move this over here. Move this here. Thank you. Don't worry. This isn't going to be like any sort of like crazy, like quick, like impressive tutorial, I will say, because I'm not all that great at video editing either. Um, I just I'm one of those people where, like, if I forget how to do something, I'm just gonna Google it real quick and see how to do it. But yeah, let's get started. So this first little bit is going to have a sound that goes with it, but I don't have that sound recorded yet, of a VHS tape going in the thing, and you know, um, so I got to do that. But this first, let me lay in the let me lay these in first. That makes all of us then. I have recently done a few things of a video, but not too many. And we're going to extend all of this because I have a lot more audio tracks than I do. I have more audio tracks than I do video tracks. So first of all, we need noise. This is going to be noise, like just basically VHS noise all through this thing. Goodness. Basically gonna just copy and paste this because that's as long as the noise is. Like, it's not a very long clip. So I'm just gonna lay all these in, and then we will join them together, because I'm pretty sure that's a thing you can do. And that'll be our top audio track, because I want this to sound like it's an old VHS tape, you know, kind of the whole conceit. Also, apologies if I miss anybody's comments right away, because OBS is over here now. Do I have a VHS player you're going to record? Or are you planning to find sound effects? Um, oh yeah, you can ripple delete if you do that. But it was just, I don't know. I found it easier in the moment just to do that. But yes, you're right. You can do or make up sound effect. Um, I'm gonna see if anybody that I know has an old VHS player, and then just go and record it. And if not, then uh, I'll find a sound effect. Whether I got to pay like a license for it or like a free sound effect, one of the two. Um, well, for now, we'll just have that sound in. Now let's see. Why can't I hear anything? Hold on. Just shot in the dark, but your local library may have one. Oh, that's true. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. I should go to the library. Because actually, the library is where I recorded these. Because they have a sound booth. It's where I recorded all the voiceovers. So that's not a bad idea at all. Actually, I'll probably do that. Okay. What I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to save. Actually, I just thought of something. I think it's. I'm not sure you can actually hear sound through a display capture. That's what the problem is. So bear with me. I am going to go back over to my. Actually, no, never mind. What I am going to do is I'm going to close this, save it, and then close it. Save. And then I'm going to close it. Yeah, I'm going to close it and then see if I can actually reopen it and then have it in a window capture so you can actually hear the sound. Because display capture, double click the source so that you can get to the properties. Okay. All that. You'll get to see my desktop. Okay. Sources. Don't click the source on the t-shirt now. All right. Display capture. Sound experiment. Oh, I don't have that actually. I don't think I've updated. Oh, don't worry, my laptop's plugged in. It's we've got we've got plenty of power because it's plugged in currently. Um, don't you worry, Lips. Um, but let's do a new. I always forget you have Homer on your desktop and laugh every time. You deemed the sick of outdoor pants. Fair. Ah, there we go. Guess what, everybody? It's because I muted the track. It had nothing to do with what anything we were doing. It's because I muted that track. So never mind me. But yeah, I've just got this buzz that's going to be through the entire video. Um, just like an underlying sound. I'm going to play with the levels of it. Um, but now let's see if I remember this. Yes. Add track. Add track. Because there's going to be 4 additional audio tracks. Just to test. Okay. I didn't think so. All right. So this first, I do have like a little spreadsheet that tells me which sequence goes with which. PJ's acquired. Nice, nice, nice. Very cool. All right, so we're going to put in the different audio tracks now. In order of appearance. I'm the last to speak, so mine goes in last. So we'll just have it like that for now. Gonna go lurk while you do chores? Hey, sounds good. You're so organized. That's cool. Oh well, thank you, thank you. I'm not usually. Well, Ellipse, thank you for the lurk. Hopefully you enjoy what you hear while you're doing your chores. Hopefully the chores don't take too much of your time or energy. And of course, because you're lurking, I always feel like somebody's watching me. Thank you for the lurk. Good to see it. And yeah, hopefully those chores aren't too big of a hassle. So first things first, I'm gonna make this bigger because I only need this audio right here. So flip right there. Move this where it needs to go. No, not that. Move this here. Actually, we'll move it to the beginning of each sequence. Okay. So next is camp, and that is done by who's in order too? They are. Okay. Actually, I might as well just slice all these up now all in here. Make things a little easier. Slice there, slice there, slice there. Go back to this one. Each person except for me should have 4 entries, plus 1 where we're all going to be grouped together at the end. I'm the exception there. I only have 3. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Okay. Then we'll go down. To number 3. We'll slice this up, which will make things easier later on. And down to mine. And we're going to balance everything out so that all the audio is more or less equal by the time we actually get going. Stop snapping to that. Yep. Perfect. Okay, so we this first one, it's so weird to me to see anyone using Adobe products on purpose. It's just the one that I know the best because I used it all through university. So this just happens to be the one that I'm most familiar with. That's pretty much the reason why. Oops. Okay. What was the next one? Camp, which means it should be or no. The next one is I lied. It was date. So we'll snap that to the beginning of date. The third one is camp. Next one is camp, which should be this one here. Just move this over on the timeline. Boom. Next one is teacher, which should be this one here. Move this one out of the way. Teacher, okay. This one I can move right now because I know exactly where it's going. It's going right to the end. Good song. Good song. Yeah. Okay. So teacher, and then we've got prank, which I believe is this one. Or no, prank is videos. It's 7, which means it's the last one of this one. So we've got prank, and then we've got card, which should be this one here. And then we've got film. Who did that one? I think card, film, This one should be film. So we'll snap that there. And then we've got selfie. Hey, my first appearance. Which I believe is the center one. Keep it on the same timeline now. So we've got selfie, then we've got presence, which, if I'm correct, will be this one. And before I forget, I'm gonna move all of this. I'm gonna move all the last ones all the way to the end of the timeline because, again, those ones are the final entry. There we go. I'm just gonna do this now. Save me a lot of trouble. So now those are out of the way. Where am I at? Prank, card, film, selfie, presence. That's right. Which should be this one. Yeah. I kind of miss Premiere, not gonna lie. It was so understandable. DaVinci makes me want to jump off a building, but at least it's not supporting Adobe. That's fair. I will say, actually, I will not say that because I don't need no one busting down my door. But I will say, in a roundabout way, I'm not supporting Adobe either. All right, Slay. Who did that one? Woo! Yes. Number 4. Ah, that's this one. So we got play. Well, play date, really. We've got 12, which is race, which is me. Now, this one's a little interesting because both of these are actually... Did I miss one? Oh no, I didn't. This one's going to be split up. So L and O are both the same entry, but it's going to be split up in the middle by another one. Because L and O are a call, parts 1 and 2. But I'm going to cut those up later. For now, I just want to keep it where it's at. And then this last one, which is Crush. Put that one there. And then there's one more that's out of place, which is this one here. And this one is Death. Stop that. It's gonna move Death where it needs to go. And Death is also me. So basically O is gonna fit in here. I just have to figure out where it is I'm gonna splice it. Because it's gonna be like the tape Gage, you got it. What I'm gonna do with L and O, because again, it's you might be able to see it on there. It's labeled Crush and it's it's labeled Call and it's parts 1 and 2. I'm going to cut this up. The tape's gonna like jump and then it's gonna cut right into Crush. And then the other half of Call, like part 2, is gonna be right after Death. But let's see how we're doing. Because now everything's where I want it to be on the timeline. Let me just double check. So we got date, camp, teacher, prank, Harvard, film, selfie, presence, play, race, call 1 and 2, crush, death, and then anybody but myself. Okay, good. Now let's actually hear some voices here. There's going to be music playing in behind everything, so if anything, I might lower the background music just a bit, like just the volume. But there's going to be music playing in behind everything in the end video, so I'm not too troubled by there being video or there being music playing right now.
In university, I didn't graduate with my peers.
Yeah, I'm going to turn the music down a bit though. Wrong window. There it is. I'm just going to turn it down on here. If I can. Where'd the volume go? There it is. Now for this first, it's my sister's audio. I am going to have to boost everything because her audio was a little bit quieter than other people's, which makes sense because she had to record on her phone instead of in the booth. But
I had failed too many courses, well short of the credits I needed.
Okay. First things first. I'm going to adjust the noise. Yeah. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna ungroup it. And I'll just do it one at a time. Like clip by clip. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Do you know how to do a lo-fi pass on the audio? I kind of do, but not in this program. So the lo-fi pass that I did like a custom one in Audacity. Before I even like put it in here because I didn't want to try and mess with doing a lo-fi pass in Premiere Pro. I just wanted the audio to be set so I could just come in and put it and place it in. Because I was like, I don't want to deal with it. Essentially.
I was very lonely in my third year of university.
Okay. So that's the level I wanted. So I'm gonna boost the audio here. It's at 9.8. Okay. Yeah. I put like a little a custom telephone wrap on it, so it sounds like you're talking through a receiver. Um, I thought that would be cool. Um, so that's that whole thing.
In university, I didn't graduate with my peers. I had failed too many courses, well short of the credits I needed. Too proud and scared to ask for help. I couldn't even bring myself to celebrate with my friends on convocation day. As proud of them as I was. Some friend I was, I thought. I was disillusioned. I didn't like myself very much. I felt like I let everyone down. That day, I remember wishing I had been anybody but myself.
Perfect. All right. Now it's time to chop this up. to spread it out through the entire clip. So just do that. Move this over a bit.
In university, I didn't graduate with my peers.
Well, there'd be a cut there. So we'll do that.
I had failed too many courses, well short of the credits I needed. Too many courses, well short of the credits I needed.
Okay, let me just move these around, make sure I didn't mess that up too much.
Too many courses, well short of the credits I needed.
Yeah, that's good. That's good, good, good.
Too proud and scared to ask for help.
My sister did a fantastic job. Like out of everybody, I will say everybody who did voiceover work did an incredible, like an impeccable job. I couldn't be happier with the performances I got through it. Like everybody basically got theirs on the first take. Um, but in terms of like, cause well, first take in terms of like, we didn't have to record over and over and over and over and over again. There was very little direction because everyone kind of got it, you know, which is why I asked the three people that I did because I knew they would. Um, but in terms of like not even fumbling over her words or anything, like my sister, she's the only one that I didn't have to go in and like take out little like ums or like a repeat line or something like that. Like I was
I
very
couldn't even
pleased.
bring myself to celebrate with my friends on convocation day. As proud of them as I was. Some friend I was, I thought.
Okay, this one I'm gonna have to play with quite a bit.
As I thought. Some friend I was, as I thought. And I was, I thought.
That works. With the background music and everything else that's going to be going on audio wise, like that'll be fine.
And I was, I thought. I was disillusioned. I didn't like myself very much. I felt like I let everyone down. That day, I remember wishing I had been anybody.
So what's kind of cool is what I'm going to do is to further enhance the idea that everyone's kind of intermingling here. I'm going to I can't I'm not sure if I'm going to do a crossfade or if I'm just going to like do a hard cut. But basically every single anybody but myself. So my sister starts out, right? She says anybody but my like she's got this first clip. And she's going to finish her line, but every single line finishes with anybody but myself. Um, and she finishes with like that day I remember wishing I had been, and then at the bin I'm going to cut it and then splice in the next person speaking, which would be my friend, um, them saying anybody but myself. Um, and then so like the anybody but myself will always be spoken by a different voice, to kind of re-emphasize that idea that
Anybody.
which we'll see if it works, but that's my plan.
Been anybody. Been anybody. Anybody.
I think it cuts here.
Been anybody. Been any.
that anybody but myself cut, I'm going to move it to the very end of the timeline. Because that's where I'll pull everybody's anybody but myself from. Yeah. Oh, so they're morph into one another too. That's cool. Yeah, yeah, that's my idea. This is a dumb pull, but the audio quality reminds me of Unsolved Mysteries, where they had to play it. Hey, you know what? You were exactly right. Maybe I subconsciously thought of that, but you were 100% correct. That is what it's like. I wish this thing would scroll, but it doesn't. I'm just gonna have to do this the slow way, I guess. Okay, we'll move all that there. Okay. So now how do I want to split this up in terms of timing and spacing? Because the clips don't need to be like, they don't have to match the length of the actual like video clip by any means. It's more so just kind of figuring out how I want to, in terms of timing, like what I want closer together, what I want further apart, all that kind of stuff, you know? So right now I'm just spacing everything out. And then I'll decide where to put things right after that. I'm gonna put you on my phone and go lay down. I've had a day. Fair. And also, true crime nerds high five. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But yeah, that's fair. I'm sorry that you've had a day. Sorry to hear that. But hopefully, this will be a nice, soothing, relaxing reprieve to that day. Just gonna snap right over, huh? No, now you'll. Okay. So let's see.
In university, I didn't.
Mm, you know what? There's. I want this here. You know what? Oh no, no, no. Redo, redo, redo. Control Shift Z is redo. try that again. I'm going to put in the noise again, right from the beginning. It is good. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad. Do this.
In university, I didn't graduate with my peers. I had failed too many courses, well short of the credits I needed. Too proud and scared to ask for help. I couldn't even bring myself to celebrate with my friends on convocation day. As proud of them as I was. Some friend I was, I thought.
We can bring that a little closer.
I was, I thought. I was, I thought. I was disillusioned. I didn't like myself very much.
All right. Well, thank you for auto-saving that. I appreciate you.
Myself very much. I felt like I let everyone down. That day, I remember wishing I had been.
Perfect. Okay, let's listen to that through. See if the pacing is everything that I want it to be.
In university, I didn't graduate with my peers. I had failed too many courses, well short of the credits I needed. Too proud and scared to ask for help. I couldn't even bring myself to celebrate with my friends on convocation day. As proud of them as I was. Some friend I was, I thought. I was disillusioned. I didn't like myself very much. I felt like I let everyone down. That day, I remember wishing I had been.
Perfect. Okay. So zoom back out. And do ripple delete. It should bring everything here. Good, good, good. Right. Now we're going to zoom in on track 3, audio track 3. And first things first is we're going to chop it up. Well, first things first, actually, I'm going to go to the end of it and bring the anybody but myself that's at the end to the beginning.
But myself. And be anybody but myself. And be anybody but. And be any.
Okay. So that's right around where I need to splice it. Right about here.
Be any. Be any. Be any.
Right in that valley there. Well, that's as small as I can make it? All right. Fine. Before I do, I'm just going to raise the audio levels just a bit.
Be anybody. Be anybody. Be anybody. Be anybody. And be anybody. Buddy. But.
Yeah, right in that valley.
Be anybody but my.
Uh-oh.
And be anybody.
So I got to cut it a little earlier than that. Okay. Good to know. How about there?
And be anybody.
Good. That's where I need to. All right. So now we're gonna take this last bit and put it right on the front. There we go. That one's gold.
Bring myself to celebrate with my friends on Convocation Day. As proud of them as I was. Some friend I was, I thought. I was disillusioned. I didn't like myself very much. I felt like I let everyone down. That day, I remember wishing I had been
Anybody but myself.
Oh, look at that. That was cool. That was perfect.
That day, I remember wishing I had been
Anybody but myself.
Perfect. Yo, sometimes a good idea happens, and then you're not sure if it's going to be a good idea, and then it happens, and you're like, oh yeah, like you do it, and then it's like, yes, perfect.
That day, I remember wishing I had been
Anybody but myself.
Beautiful. All right, let's split up this audio a bit. Excuse me. Okay, I don't need all this dead air. So it's ooh, I hear my wife at the sewing machine again. I think she's gonna make a. She's making another floor turtle. She's been making these little like floor mops that are shaped like turtles.
I was very lonely in my.
Oh, drop that audio.
I was very lonely in my. I was very lonely in my third.
Can I just drop it to where it was? Need another audio track with it. Where was it? It's up. It was at 0. Okay. I don't even know why I raised it.
Third year of university. I was very lonely in my third year of university. I was very lonely in my third year of university. My housemates were all in relationships, and I hadn't even come close to one. In a moment of desperation, I lied and told my housemates that I had a date. I was interested in someone, but hadn't built up the courage to ask them out. So, the Saturday of the date came, and said bye to my housemates and headed off to campus, where I proceeded to sit in the art building for 3 hours. I didn't even do any schoolwork or anything else productive. Just browsed the internet and ate alone. When I got home, I pretended it went well, but this imaginary classmate and I would probably stay just friends. Pathetic. I wanted to crawl in a hole, isolate myself, and be.
Okay. That was actually pretty much spot on in terms of the pacing that I wanted. So now I'm gonna focus on the actual like video track. Make sure that visually the interesting stuff that I want to be in there is in there.
That day, I remember wishing I had been
Anybody but myself. I was very lonely in my third year of university. My housemates were all in relationships, and I hadn't even come close to one. In a moment of desperation, I lied and told my housemates that I had a date. I was interested in someone, but hadn't built up the courage to ask them out. So, the Saturday of the date came, and said bye to my housemates and headed off to campus, where I proceeded to sit in the art building for 3 hours. I didn't even do any schoolwork or anything else productive. Just browsed the internet and ate alone. When I got home, I pretended it went well, but this imaginary classmate and I would probably stay just friends. Pathetic. I wanted to crawl in a hole, isolate myself, and be.
Okay, because there's a moment coming up here that I want to keep in terms of those signs there. So I think I might just kind of yeah, those signs are like the most interesting thing for the rest of it. Yeah. There's also that too. Oh man, I got creative here. So I threw that in. Okay, hold on. Let me do some cut and splicing here. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to come back here. Cut that.
Just browsed the internet and ate alone. When I got home, I pretended it went well, but this imaginary classmate and I would probably stay just for the internet and ate alone.
Yeah, I wonder if I can make this like kind of a screenshot and just kind of throw that in there as a little like it's gonna hold there for a second.
When I got
Oops. Let's see.
alone. When I got internet and ate alone.
Actually, it might be better to do it here, right after those signs pass. Cut that. This. Okay. We're just going to repeat this frame. Oop. Not that. Perfect. Let's see how that looks.
And ate alone. When I got home, I pretended it went.
And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to speed up that kind of like jumpy bit. This whole bit right there. Yeah, I'm going to speed up this section here. Whoops. That's not what I meant to do. Okay, go back. Thank you. Effect controls, speed. Put this section right here. Oh, no. What would you do that for? speed. Okay, so now with that keyframe, I should be able just to scroll the speed to the velocity I want. Okay. I don't know why it's not, but should be able to. No, it's not letting me toggle the effect. That's why. Weird. Well, I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. We'll figure that out. Oh, I could also just do that. That's so much easier. Okay. Let's try 200. See how that works.
When I got home, I pretended it.
Oh, that's pretty good. So I'm gonna try 270.
Alone. When I got home, I pretended it went well. Just browsed the internet and ate alone. When I got home, I pretended it.
Okay, and as far as these little bits go, with where it's like just a frame long, I do want to do something with that a little bit. Okay. So every little bit, it's just going to jump every so often. Like so. You know how old VHS tapes used to jump a little bit every once and again?
Alone. When I
Just like that. Just so that there's some
browsed the
motion
internet and ate alone. When I got home, I pretended it went well.
before that happens. And then just to kind of ease into it, we're going to just speed up this bit just a little bit. Let's make it 130.
I pretended it went well. When I got home, I pretended it went well. When I got home, I pretended
with that, we can get rid of this. We'll delete that, and then we're on to camp.
and be
All right, so let's see how that looks. We got through two clips. Let's see how that looks from the beginning, and then I think I might call it a stream because I do have to go pick up some artwork. Oh, you know what? Before we do that, I forgot that I have to add noise. Ooh, not there. Okay, let's see. Let's see how this looks. I'll put the timeline down a bit.
In university, I didn't graduate with my peers. I had failed too many courses, well short of the credits I needed. Too proud and scared to ask for help. I couldn't even bring myself to celebrate with my friends on convocation day. As proud of them as I was. Some friend I was, I thought. I was disillusioned. I didn't like myself very much.
There's gonna be closed captionings too.
I felt like I let everyone down.
Closed captions. That's the term.
That day, I remember wishing I had been
anybody but myself. I was very lonely in my third year of university. My housemates were all in relationships, and I hadn't even come close to one. In a moment of desperation, I lied and told my housemates that I had a date. I was interested in someone, but hadn't built up the courage to ask them out. So, the Saturday of the date came, and said bye to my housemates and headed off to campus, where I proceeded to sit in the art building for 3 hours. I didn't even do any schoolwork or anything else productive. Just browsed the internet and ate alone. When I got home, I pretended it went well, but this imaginary classmate and I would probably stay just friends. Pathetic. I wanted to crawl in a hole, isolate myself, and be.
I used to attend a
Look at that.
camp every summer as a child. I've never been good at voicing displeasure or discomfort.
Beautiful. All right. Well, I am quite pleased with how that went. I must say, very pleased indeed. So we got through two clips. Not too bad. All right, so let me switch over to the screen. There we go. All right. Well, with that, I would like to thank you all for coming on and seeing just how a little bit how the sausage is made. So that's just 2 clips. We've still got the other 14 clips that are going to have voiceovers, and then I still have to film the video clips of myself outside. And wait, obviously, until it's warmer to do that. And then there's going to be I have to edit the video to make it look more like a VHS that's got the static and all that on it. So thank you, Gage. I appreciate that. But I'm glad y'all could come in and see how that works. It's been quite a while since I think the last thing I did in this actually in Premiere Pro was make the trailer for the for Anybody But Myself, and that was a long time ago. I mean, not that long, but I think it was at least last year. So with that, I'd like to thank you all again for coming on in. Engage, thank you for showing off your work. Very much appreciated. Thank you all for chatting and just being cool people. Let's see who's doing what. Let's go back to Twitch. See who is doing what. There's not a whole lot of folks doing much of anything. Hey, Gage. You have a good night. Thanks for dropping in and sharing your work again. Very much appreciate you. Well, there's no one really doing anything that I have, and yeah, no one's really doing anything, and I have to run to go pick up some artwork anyway. So I think we might just call it a stream and not. Oh no, actually, you know what? Digital Duckies doing some digital art. A chill art stream is how they're putting it. So actually, yeah, let's raid Digital Ducky. Um, so raid Digital Ducky. I'm gonna have to raid and run, but hey, that's how it works sometimes, you know. But yeah, thanks y'all for coming in. Their stream is for mature audiences, so beware. Be mature, everybody. But thank you all for coming on in. Sorry for the hiatus I had earlier in the week, but like I said, I was just recouping from all the shuffling and all the running around that I had to do. I just needed a couple of days to kind of relax. But yeah, we're back to it. Next stream is probably going to be Sunday. We're going to play some more Paper Mario Thousand Year, or not Thousand Year Door, Super Paper Mario. And then we'll be back on Monday with an art stream. It'll either actually be this, or Ducky is nice. Ducky is nice. We'll either be working on this on Monday, or we'll be doing some actual like physical artwork. Not sure yet. And then yeah, we'll proceed through the week like we usually do. But good to see everybody. Hope you all stay warm, stay rested, stay hydrated, stay safe, and yeah, we will catch you on the next one. All right. Take it easy, everybody.